Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host. It is Cryptic, and I'm here today with Bunny. If you've seen the TF2 gangbang video, then you already know who this is. This is the Finnish foreign friend, Bunny, the actual female version. Blows your mind. Yes, there are girls on the internet. Bunny, what do you have to say for yourself? You don't know.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, well, we're already getting this off to a great start. So anyway, September 7th, 2016. ScrewAttack released a video. It was a Deathbattle video, and it was between the infamous Tracer and the even more infamous Scout. TF2 Overwatch fanboys are going to excessively over-excess on each side, and I went ahead and found out about this 5 days later, which is today, which is right now, and I got to admit, I'm pretty disappointed. How are you feeling about it, buddy?
Sorry?
So you're sorry for the video?
I just gotta say I hate everything that, Sentries. I hate Sentries.
But Sentries weren't part of the videos. If Sentries were part of that video, they'd both be dead.
Yeah, I hate Tracer.
Okay. I don't like Overwatch in general, but that's for a gameplay side. I do like the lore and the heroes, so there is going to be a little bit of Scout bias here. But we're going to try to keep that under the hat, under the carpet, under the rug. There's a spy right here. What in the?
Yeah, I play Scout with you.
What in the fuck? I got an arrow in my ass. Anyway. So let's go ahead and point out what I'm going to point out some of the things I thought was wrong with the video. We got Bunny over here spectating Bunny with a pink Max hat, Bunny-alicious. But the first couple of things I found wrong with the video, definitely speaking, Tracer's blink ability. We're going to start with that because that's going to lead into a lot of the other things that I've got to say about the video. But with Tracer's scout ability, one of the things that we've noted in the game is that it takes 3 times the blink before there's a cooldown on it, or at least before you got to wait for each blink to recharge. Now, they took a lot of elements from the cutscenes, so Blink's Tracer ability, Tracer's blink ability was heavily extended to the point to where I think in the video, then this was in the comment section, so I'm going to leave this to the benefit of the doubt of the guy who posted it, but there's about 20 times where Tracer will blink in the cutscene for a little animated short before her thing starts to fritz out. In the video, this person said he'd stop counting after about 22. Taking into effect his word, the first thing that there's an accuracy there is definitely the blink cooldown, how it recharges, how it regenerates. Nice one, Bunny. Hold up, come back here. We're gonna tag team. We're gonna tag team these players like we're tag teaming this video right now. Where'd you go?
Sorry.
Where'd you go? I want to see. Oh, okay.
I died.
You died. All right. Well, I'm with Monkey over here. Anyway, so God, I lost all train of thought. God darn it. Back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, right, the blink ability. That was the first thing that I found to be, slightly inaccurate. I can excuse it though, because as it comes to like anything that's animated, like cutscenes or movies, they always tend to fudge it between, sequels or renditions or parodies. They always fudge it a little bit, so I'll let that one slide. The other thing though, and this is one of the things I'm pretty sure that you noticed too, Bunny, is that they introduced the Scout's loadout and all of his weapons. They got the Force of Nature, they had the Soda Popper, they had the Sandman. They left out the Mad Milk and the Criticola and the Cleaver for the most part. I think they might have brought up. Did they bring up Criticola in the weapon screen, like where they show all the weapons they got?
No, it was only Force of Nature and normal.
What?
And it was on the Punk, what I don't use. I hate it.
Okay. Well, one of the inaccuracies I wanted to bring up was the fact that they had announced all of these weapons for Scout. They had gone into detail about all these Scout weapons. And first of all, some of their information was kind of fudgeable. For instance, the Force of Nature was described as this one-hit kill-all thing, which it's not. I mean, it does, I think, do higher base damage and a scattergun at very point-blank ranges. However, and as shown as my ability through Scout, it's kind of inaccurate too.
Oh, that dumb.
Mostly because that's completely false. They did get some of the parts right, where the Soda Popper allows you to jump 5 times, and the Force of Nature does have so much kick that it propels you, but the biggest thing that I find irkable in this video is that they did not use any of these weapons. They did use the scattergun, they did use the bat, they did even use the pistol, and went as far as to use the atomic bonk, but they didn't use any of the other weapons. And one of the things that I noticed about in the comments was the fact that they had said, each of them got their loadout, Scout and Tracer. You can't go back to a dispenser or a loadout station and change it. You can't change it on the go. Which makes sense in the game logic, but not inside of this animated short, where they clearly broke this rule when they had the Scout use the atomic bonk and the pistol. So my thing here is, like, if you're going to half-ass the rules, you might as well break them all the way. You can't just break them halfway and call it a good day. That's not how that works. But what do you think about that, Bunny?
I don't know, because you lag like half of the time.
Okay, so apparently this is going to be a great one-sided conversation. Whoops. So I guess my mic and my computer is really that bad. But anyway, can you understand me now or not?
Huh?
You can't understand me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you think about the whole idea that Scout wasn't allowed to use most of his weapons?
It made the fights pretty much unfair.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't. I don't understand what the what the purpose behind letting him use only, I would say maybe a quarter of his total weapon loadout. I mean, they even left out things like the backscatter. The atomizer was left out. I think.
Mad Milk is good.
Yeah, the cleaver was left out too. And if they weren't left out in the weapons loadout, then they were left out in the video himself. That's what we're focusing on here. Not what they mentioned, but what they used. And they didn't use a lot of stuff. But this Scout's going to go ham on my ass. Thank you, soldier. And that's one of the other inaccuracies I wanted to point out. And yeah, you know, the one thing I really didn't like, and it does attest to Scout's personality, but I just didn't feel like it sat right in the video, was the very beginning when they first met Tracer and Scout. You know what I'm talking about, Bunny? Where like Scout was like all of a sudden getting flirty with Tracer. And I mean, it suits his personality, but I felt like they were using that as almost a hedge, like an unfair hedge. I don't know if there's like gender equalities involved, but this is Team Fortress 2 and Overwatch. Overwatch would be way more at fault because Team Fortress's team is all full of guys, and Overwatch has women that have already been accused of sexual promiscuity from a TF2 fanboy's perspective. Now, I'm not totally upset that Tracer lost for the most part, but it definitely doesn't make any sense to me why they would incorporate Scout, like why they would mention Scout's loadout and then not use any of it, even though they've already broken the rule for Scout that you can only have 3 certain items at a time. So I suppose at the end of the day, what that really was is, and I liked one of the comments down in the section when I had read it, that they were just trying to pull in Overwatch players' revenues. I'm not going to admit that that was the case. I'm not even going to be close to admitting that that was totally the truth. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's kind of what it felt like. It felt like they just sort of kind of went 2007 Scout all over 2016 Overwatch, TF2, not even close Tracer. God, I lost all train of thought when I was talking that sentence. Didn't make any sense. But point is, Bunny just wrecked that Scout. Bunny, that guy was a friendly. What? Why? Why? He was just having a good time. That's rude.
Nah, I'm destroying people.
Yeah, guys, keep it in your pants. Keep it in your pants and keep it away from Bunny, guys. She will destroy you.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, I don't know.
I never used the pistol as a Scout. I just can't. I hate pistols.
You know, honestly, I really wish that the Spy had a semi-automatic pistol instead of a revolver sometimes. I feel like that'd be a lot more fun to play Spy with, like a suppressed, like, James Bond, Walther PPK. That'd be great. I don't know. I don't personally play Scout enough to say that I like him, but I do admit his shotgun is just baller right now. Oh, that was a gnarly crit. Come back here, come back here, come back here. You're not allowed to run away. You're gonna die. Or maybe not. Okay, well anyway, do you got anything else to add, Bunny? You got any
no.
Nah. TF2
I mean, the Tracer's bomb is unfair in that fight.
Well, yeah, no, we can't describe what was more unfair compared to the other because Scout does have 8 seconds of invulnerability in a can. So,
well, yeah, true.
It's not really fair. I think if you want to describe what was unfair, though, when the sticky bomb was, when the pulse bomb was stuck to him, there had to have been way more than 20 seconds in between. Well, no, she did steal the can of soda. She did steal the can of soda. I forgot about that. Still, though, and that's another thing I actually do want to bring up. The idea that Tracer was able to disarm the Scout. Nobody in either one of those video games is capable of disarming the other one. Now, they're stunning. There is definitely stunning, but there is no disarmament ability for anybody anywhere. So I don't know why Tracer was just magically allowed to just grab the can out of Scout's hand and then blink away, and Scout's just sitting here like, oh, I'm a moron. I can't just, like, propel myself in a different direction or duck or do smart things. I really don't feel like it's fair to degrade the intelligence, because I felt like they were almost treated like idiots in the video. Like, I felt honestly like the scout was just treated as stupid. Yeah, they're cocky. Yeah, they're both not the brightest, but by no means are they stupid. I mean, in terms of tactical ability, I'm pretty sure both have their own strong suits on the battlefield, and that's to be demonstrated more through cinematics and own player ability, which is kind of, you know, a pain in the ass to compare it to. But I think at the end of the day, Scout was just really treated like a brainless moron who just, you know, thought with his penis more than his actual head. So
I'm not actually sure if Tracer used more her what's it called? Oh my god.
Blink?
Yeah, Frank.
Yeah. Oh, I'm dominating a soldier, a scout. That's great. No, like I said, I felt like they got too lenient with the blink. And also, speaking of which, her ultimate ability was charging. I'm pretty sure a lot of the things she was doing doesn't actually charge her ultimate in game.
She uses those slashes, but she has like 3. She uses them more than 3, and it annoyed me.
Well, no, not just that, but and like I said, that was because of the they also pulled it from the animated short. I meant the her ultimate, the pulse bomb ability. Like halfway through the video, started regenerating just from basically nothing. Like she was just blinking around and moving around. The ultimate doesn't charge, I don't think, for doing things like that, does it?
Oh yeah. Well, they said her guns are not so accurate, so she couldn't do anything actually.
So there should have really been no reason for that ultimate to be charging in the first place, because I'll have to admit, I don't play a whole lot of Overwatch. I don't really like to play a whole lot of Overwatch, but I do keep up on the abilities. It's just one of those kind of things that I'm not totally sure of. But
I mean, I'm a big fan of Overwatch.
Hi, buddy.
I have always been.
Since day one, I knew this game was going to be the game that carried me through the rest of my life, even to death. Yeah. I mean, I gotta admit, for as many times as Team Fortress really pisses me off, and I really want to quit the game, and I really want to tell everybody, don't waste your time on this game, yeah, I still have fun with it. I still have fun with all of its stupid, crazy wackiness, and its crappy matchmaking modes, and its horrible team matchups, and its... You know what? Never mind. Point is, I still enjoy TF2. It's not that bad. It's not... At the end of the day, TF2 is just not that bad. But
yeah, I just got sad up because of the update.
Yeah, I got kind of actually.
Because they wanted to be more like Overwatch.
I don't know. I feel like now they're starting to get away from the whole Overwatch influence for the most part, because I know competitive was something that they wanted to incorporate, and they'd been working on it for a long time. It was just, I think, more coincidental than anything that they released it at the same time as Overwatch. More or less, it might not have been, but more of an, you know, on purpose, because it was in... Well, no, even the infringed beta mode wasn't really good enough excuse to say this couldn't have worked. But anyway, nah, I feel like they're going back to TF2 the way it used to be, because they are letting the community take over with a frontline update, and I think they have another Mayan update. I don't know if that's an update, but it's a content thing. I think it's for something else. That sentry gun is destroying us right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm half tempted to let them win, but I kind of don't, so I'm going to stand on this point for a little bit and be a boss and dodge bullets and stuff, because that's what the scout does. It's a crazy man. I really wish, though, TF2 would let you put sprays back out on public servers and use mods on, you know, Valve servers. And you know what would even be a really good idea? It'd be a really good idea if they would let you use the replay function that they implemented for the game, even though on 90% of all Valve servers you cannot use it. That would be nice too. But I don't know. I ain't gonna complain about it. I'm just gonna run away from my... Nope, never mind.
Yeah, Scout is in my class. I did you though?
Huh?
I never can play Scout.
Yeah, it's not my class. Not my type. Literally. Oh dear, but anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and smash the ever-living crap out of that like button. Let me know down in the comments what you want to see better done, and as always, subscribe and have a wonderful day. Would you like to say anything, Bunny?
Bye.
Really, that's all you have to offer? Come on, these are good people. That's all you get. Say something exciting. Just be like, Come on, try it again.
I don't know. I get blank.
This is why you don't talk to helium balloons. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day.